Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to the Patty Show, everybody. Woo! Yes. Oh my goodness, what a warm audience today. It is a little hot, but this episode is going to be pure fire. We're on episode 101. Curiosity creates possibility. You know, it's your host, Patty Setiatti, and I have the privilege of showing you all multi-passionate people that I have the privilege of connecting with. They bring positivity to this world, and you know, they inspire you to pursue your personal paradise. That's a tongue twister, a lot of P's, a lot of words. I'm telling you, it's a hot one today, but it's going to be a fire episode. Before we continue on this amazing episode today on curiosity, you know, creating possibilities, I just want to shout out my previous guest, episode 100, Sean Mitchell. Man, my man. Oh my goodness. Yes. Applause. Came all the way from Connecticut, my high school theater teacher, mentor, like a dad, but he's like a brother because he's so young. Man, the belief that he had in me when I was, I think, maybe 16, sophomore year in high school, to do almost main, lead some productions at the Central Players. Shout out to the Central Players. And now we're here in LA, Hollywood, living the dream. Episode 101 of the Patty Show podcast. So thank you for sharing all that you do. And it's not easy. His story of being a gay white man in an inner city school and becoming Bridgeport Public School Teacher of the Year, actually. So shout out to you. Watch that episode. He's a true inspiration in my life. And arigato. And speaking of true inspiration in my life, I got another inspirational person today. We're on episode 101 of the Patty Show podcast. Joining me today is a dedicated director of photography, cinematographer. I always get the long syllables so long. Cinematographer, right? That's how you say it. Storyteller with an adventurous spirit. You know, we're talking under the sea, you know, the ocean and everything else. She has a golden, glowing smile, as you can tell right there. So you don't blush too much, you know. Originally from the small, sunny island of Singapore. Okay. She is bringing her expertise and passion to Los Angeles. A former wildlife guide. I didn't know that until I did some research. My Southeast Asian sister. Give it up to the living legend herself, Bao Lee. What's your last name again? Chuck. Woo! Yes. Thank you for coming to the Patty Show. Thank you. If you could give a self-intro to everyone, you know, hobbies, passions, you know, how we know each other, everything. The floor is yours. Do your thing.
All right. So nice to meet you all. Thanks, Patty, for having me.
Yes, of course.
My name is Bao, and I'm currently a cinematographer right now based in Los Angeles.
LA, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. And I came to LA just maybe like 3 years ago.
Oh my goodness. I feel like you've been here forever with all the projects you've done, girl. There's a lot. We're going to go through all of them.
Oh my God. And I came here to study cinematography at AFI.
Okay. And what does that stand for the people that don't know?
American Film Institute.
Wow. That's so cool. AFI. Shout out to them.
One of the hustle and bustle schools, if y'all don't know. And then ever since then, I've been in LA trying to create and lens works and films.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, we're so grateful to have you on the Patty Show. How do we know each other though? Let's talk about our origin.
Wow.
She's like, do you want the real story or do you want the...
Oh my God. I remember when I first met you, Patty. It was in Joy's house.
Yes, shout out to Joy. She was also on the Patty Show podcast. Yes. We miss you, girl. We miss you.
We do. And hope she has a great recovery for her feet.
I know, yeah.
But I met Patty when he was not at his right age. Like literally.
Yes.
Oh my God. He had gone through a transformation.
Yes.
To kind of age himself up for the film that he was preparing for. And that was Joy's film.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think it will be probably
Probably
finish
soon.
very,
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah,
soon.
yeah. That's what I've heard from her, at
Yes,
least, you
yeah.
know?
I've also heard that
Yeah,
from
yeah.
her,
I
and
can't
I've
spoil too
seen,
much. I think
yeah.
this episode comes out in August, so I don't know if I want to get in trouble by Joe. Okay? Please don't kill me, okay? Please don't kill us.
But that was a very fascinating
Oh,
first
yeah.
meet. And then we went on to then go into production for that film, which was I think around like what, 3 days?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
3 days, something like
It
that.
was 3 days, and I saw Patty go from young to old like every single day, which was quite rough, honestly, because the makeup was like, damn, like it took a while every time to put it on. But he was still very professional,
Oh,
and I think given also our timeline, which was like
It
super,
was pretty tight, yeah.
it was very tight. So we still managed to kind of make it.
I know.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see
I
the
know.
end product.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And well, this is the flower section of the Patty Show right now.
Oop.
Flower, flower, flower. Everyone on set, especially you girl, so professional, but also so fun. Like during like breaks, we would just be laughing about. Honestly, I don't even know what we were talking about half the time. Just laughing, good energy, smiles, and it was kind of hard because a lot of it were like more intense scenes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right? I
It
mean, I
was
think I
crazy.
talked about it with Emiko about it. Shout out to her as well. She was there. But like, it was so crazy how we could switch on a dime from like, depressed, like talking about I don't want to spoil too much, but like certain heavy topics with families and everything. But then I don't know, we're just like laughing like we just watched the comedy for some reason. I think that's so funny though when it comes to like shooting things, because like with horror, I mean, she loves horror. It's the same thing. Like it's scary, right? But when you're like put cut, it's not scary because I've done a couple of horror genre stuff like in college, and most of the time it's the same thing because it's so like serious and scary. The second you're wrapped with it or like on cut, everyone's just having a funny time because you're like, oh, look at that fake blood.
Yeah, I was laughing about it and
like,
tasting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, the tasting we're okay.
Oops.
Mom, don't watch this part, okay?
Oops.
But speaking of tasting, we got a gift from our friend over here. You said this is Singaporean.
Well, Singaporean Malaysian-ish, yeah.
I'll say Singaporean because
Oops.
Malaysians, y'all always want to claim all the Indonesian stuff, okay?
Oof.
Sorry, I'll shout out to all my amazing Malaysian fans out there and my friends. I love y'all. I love y'all. But, oh, look at that. Look, you hear that sound effect? It's like the
ASMR, bro.
Okay, so what is this called again? We got
sour squirms.
Sour squirms. Okay, there's different flavors. We got how do you say that? Tangy?
Tangy lime.
Tangy. It's a long day, guys. Tangy. You would think English is my first language. It is, but it's not right now. Tangy lime, juicy orange, ripe raspberry. I like that one. Smooth banana and wild blackcurrant. Let's see. Let's see what Bao got us. And you said you can't find this anywhere?
Not here.
In the States. Okay.
Not in the States.
Well,
I would like to say what I did to bring it over, but let's not talk
we'll save it
about
for.
that.
Okay, we'll try this little. This one looks cute.
No, I have like 8 packets at home.
Well, you're gonna have to slide me 7 because
Oh, shit.
yo, this is gas. Yo, hold up. Yo, sour squirms, you better sponsor the Patty Show. I'm gonna give this a solid 5 stars out of 5 right there. You know, the taste phenomenal. It actually has that natural flavor. It's not too overtly sweet. And it actually says Aussie made jellies with 100% renewable electricity. That's what we're on the Patty Show. Renewable electricity and renewable passion. I love this. Oh my God. Don't look at the macros, guys. It's okay. You know, this is your treat. As 5M personal trainer Patty, you can have 1 or 2. But I think it's hard to have 1 or 2 because this is just so good. I'm going to put this to the side. But thanks so much for this. This is amazing.
No
I'm going to
problem.
finish it before my flight to Belize, to be honest with you. But speaking of flights, so Singapore, born and raised, girl. Like I'm talking, is both the parents Singaporean? How does that work? Because Singapore is a very small island.
Okay, so both my parents are from Singapore, and maybe for like the viewers who don't really know, Singapore is located on like the Straits of Malacca. Very like, just to give a geography like I guess standpoint, is that in order to get to like China or like the bigger like economic like areas, you would kind of have to pass through Singapore, or the Sea of Singapore. So ultimately, Singapore became like a port kind of situation, and it became an important port to the rest of Southeast Asia. And then by default, because of that, they took advantage of the geographical like place of it, And now that's why around like I think 62 years later, we're now known as like one of the more first world countries, but at lots of like costs and stuff like that. Yeah, so my parents were born and raised there, but my great grandmother and my great grandfather, one of them was from Taiwan, and then
Okay.
the other one was from China.
Oh, I
So,
see. Okay. Okay. I see the little Chinese influence. Oh my goodness. And language-wise, what languages do you speak? I know there's a lot of languages in Singapore. It's a lot.
so what I mainly speak is like we all learn we're dictated. Oh no, shit! We
No, really.
should leave that
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
We are educated.
Educate.
Yeah,
Yes.
educated.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, we're educated to be speaking English.
Okay, okay.
But then on top of that, you would have to learn your second language, which is your mother tongue language.
Mm.
So be it you're like Indian, you might learn like Tamil or whatever what your family probably speaks, and then if you're Malay, you would speak like the language of Malay. Yeah. But then also like there is this subterm of dialect too. And then in Singapore, because it's really a melting pot of different races, different religions, everything, we ended up speaking a lot of Singlish. If I don't know, you see like some viral videos.
Oh, I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot. Yeah, it's very. I mean, honestly, Indonesia now is getting closer to Singlish than because we use like la all the time, and I don't even know how to describe that in English, to be honest. So if you don't know what that is, look up some videos on it. But it's just like a filler word that can also mean multiple things. Because you can also use it to like get angry at someone or make it like more friendly. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
This is a fun fact. The reason why Joy and I kind of clicked was actually because I was swearing on set, but I used Singaporean swear words. Do you want to beep it out? I don't know.
It's okay. This is
Okay.
actually funny because I want my mom to hear this part.
So I was using the word chibai.
Oh God! Oh yeah, that's a bad
which is
one.
really bad.
Yo, that's bad. Yo, I haven't heard that word in ages. Yo, chibai is so bad. Yo.
But because I was in a mainly like Western like environment of AFI,
Yeah.
I assumed that no one would really know. So I was swearing a lot under my breath.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, because it was raining, I remember it was
Yeah,
raining.
yeah.
I was in a caravan or something, like a snow cone, because the story was based and set in a snow cone.
Yeah.
It was raining like crazy. It was super humid inside. And then I was boxed up in this with a huge camera. And then Joy came to me and then she was like, "Are you Singaporean?" And then I'm like, "Wait, why?"
How did you know?
Yeah, and then she was like, "You keep swearing." And then I'm like, "No."
No, it's just how. That's just how I talk.
Yeah.
Yo, I haven't heard that word in ages. Actually, that's because one of my side hustles is like training the AI stuff for Indonesian, and sometimes we have to use like crazy slang to test these models. I can't reveal too much because of the NDA, but like I forgot. I'm gonna have to use that word for work because I forgot about. There's just so many like the thing is also like Southeast Asia. There's so much slang for everything. There's like a slang for any little thing, and whenever I try to explain it to like English speaking friends, people in the West, they're like, "How does that make sense?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just know it from like school when I was there. Like that's just how it is." You took me back. You took me to the time capsule, girl. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You're like having PTSD,
I know, I'm like, wait a
someone
minute.
swearing.
I mean, because when I was because I was born in the States, but I moved to Indonesia like 7th and 8th grade. So it took me a while to get like the slang, and my accent was so bad. But luckily, a lot of my friends, shout out to all the homies, they taught me. They always teach you the bad words first.
Yep.
Which it sounds problematic, but I think it's actually really good because then now you're protected if anyone were to say something like crazy to you, So you're like, oh, okay, I know what that means, you know what I'm saying? So, wow, Singapore, what a beautiful place. What area in Singapore were you born and kind of like migrated towards?
Wow. The place was called. I was, I think, born in UT. Okay, it's this like really small area that's near the checkpoint.
Okay.
To Malaysia.
Oh, to Malaysia. Okay. Okay.
And then subsequently, I think we moved to like Bukit Batok. Well, I'm like reviewing all my
Look at you. We're going back in time right now. Look at that.
And then we moved back to UT again, and then I lived there for maybe like 18 to 20 years, I think.
Oh my
21
goodness.
years.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've lived there for quite a while.
And the family's still out there?
I won't divulge where else they left, but they moved further west.
Okay.
So even nearer to the other checkpoint.
Oh wow.
I don't know what. Don't ask me.
This is actually the FBI.
Yeah.
This is the real reason I'm asking. You know what I'm
God.
saying? No, those checkpoints, because when I went to Kuala Lumpur, I took
Yeah.
that checkpoint thing over. I remember. Wow, that was was that 3 years ago. Damn,
Oof.
I gotta go back. It's been a while since I did my Southeast Asia travels right there. You know, too much fun over there. Singapore is fun though, because it's like you can do. I did it in like a day and a half, basically. Because
Yes.
it's so. It's really small. Like
It
you
is
know,
small,
like it's just,
man.
you kind of go boom, 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 and you're like, oh,
It's
I've
not
done all the fun stuff. I love the little lion thingy.
Merlion.
Merlion.
Oh my
Merlion.
God.
Why do you guys have a merlion? Tell me.
Fuck. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay.
She's like, do you want the real answer, or do you want the answer from
Okay.
from school?
I don't know whether you have to like cut this out. I'm not
Oh,
even
don't
gonna
worry. It's
lie.
okay.
So basically, why we have a merlion was because Singapore was known as a fishing village,
Okay.
right? But then, the guy who colonized us, Sir Sever Rifles, saw us.
Okay.
He discovered our land
Okay.
to the British, of course, and then he
Yes.
was like, "Oh my God, what an amazing island with like best geographical place and whatnot."
Mhm.
And then he had seen a lion on our island.
Okay.
But he was actually wrong because we're Southeast Asia. There will not be a lion.
Yeah, there won't be.
So
Yeah, I mean.
he had seen a tiger.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was like lion.
Okay.
So
But he's lying that there was a lion. This guy tripping.
Oh,
This guy.
God.
Hey, I had to say it. I had to say it. Put it to you. Damn. So he was lying, all right. He was damn. Okay.
So he went off and he said this is a fishing village with a magnificent lion and don't say it. I know you really wanted to. And then he then went on to say that like ever since then there was a mystical creature called the merlion because it was a mix of a mermaid and a lion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it became also like our marketing like kind of mascot.
Oh, I see. And it just kind of stuck.
to the world. Yeah. And
Oh,
then
man.
I mean in the past it used to be even bigger. Like right now there's like maybe just 1 or 2 statues of it.
Yeah, I think the one with the water that comes out.
Yeah,
of the mouth.
exactly.
Yeah.
Later I'll show you this funny picture that
Oh,
I
I
took
gotta
of
see that.
all my tourists like friends who came down to Singapore and
There's
then
like
I
a
told her
different
you
one?
have to take this photo.
Oh, it's like a different angle. Oh, interesting. Maybe we'll have to post it up. We'll see if we get in trouble from the
Oh,
government
no.
over there. You know
Oh,
what I'm
no.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Wait, but shout out to the colonizers out there. No. I mean, honestly, most of that stuff is, you know, all these colonizers, they make stuff up. I mean, America's history is crazy. Indonesia with the Dutch, man. Shout out to my Dutch fans out there. Thanks for supporting. You know, you the best out there. I've never been to the Netherlands yet, though. Have you been to the UK then? Since
I have
like
not
London or-
actually.
okay.
Yeah.
We might have to do a colonizer trip one day, you know?
Do a colonizer podcast.
I mean, you know, I feel like you learn so much history. Some of my friends that are like in the Netherlands, they're like, there's like a big Indonesian obviously population because either the diaspora moves over there or like Australia because Australia's right there. We barely go to like the States because of how far it is. So that's why finding honestly anyone that's Southeast Asian is like it's like family already. Like when I met Joy, I was like, oh my goodness, like I feel like I know you forever because you understand the struggle. You know, it's such a unique culture. I would like to call it. You know, Malaysian, Singaporean, Indonesian. We all have so much like overlap. Some differences, of course. Some unique ones where you know our Malaysians try to steal my stuff, but it's okay. We love our Malaysians out there. Shout out to Malaysia and everybody out there.
Oh my God.
But so you speak English, Mandarin?
English, Mandarin. I would say Hokkien. I can
Okay, okay.
listen. Like so that's like a Chinese dialect.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would say I can speak it, but my grandma like highly disagrees. So I will leave it at that.
That's fair. My Mandarin's terrible, and I think my dad's side actually speaks Hokkien. Actually, I think
Oh.
if I'm not mistaken, I forgot. Actually, yeah, because my dad's side, he has a lot of family in like Kalimantan. So yeah, you know, like I was in Singkawang for a little bit, and it was like basically like China. Like yeah, I mean everyone speaks like a mix of Indo Chinese. I'm like, oh god, this is like a whole different thing.
Oh my God.
All different languages, but I never fully learned. I mean, I took Mandarin in like college, but it's just so hard because like the Indonesian language and that is just so different. Like you can't find any overlap. At least with English or even Spanish. I know more Spanish because of like the alphabet's the same, like A B C D.
The reading.
Yeah, the reading. Like
Yeah.
you can read out like a certain word in Indonesian, but you can't read out like a symbol. Like how am I gonna
True.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess, so that's why the language thing is hard. But look at you, multilingual.
Ay.
Look at you, multilingual. Okay.
I think it's actually pretty fascinating though that when I came here, I spoke more Chinese than I ever had back in Singapore.
Really? Okay, everyone speaks more like English, Singlish
Mm,
kind of thing, or
yeah, most of us speak mostly English.
Mhm.
Like even some of the people that I meet here, they're like, "Oh, you speak like English?" And then when I come here and I meet people who speak Chinese,
Mhm.
like, and then I'm shocked that I'm like, like, kind of like, in order to connect more to my own like roots and the people and like I guess speak more deeply with them, I end up going towards like speaking Mandarin, even
Mm.
though we both can communicate in English.
Yeah. I mean, that's also like a cool like superpower to have because then they'll hook you up with stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to a Chinese restaurant and you start speaking Chinese,
Oh yeah.
woo, they get you the extra rice, the extra, everything. Same thing for any type of language. I remember when I because I was never really fluent in Indonesian until I went to school there. When I like mastered it, when I visited Bali that time, I felt like a superhero. I'm like boop, 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 and then I start talking normally to like
Yeah.
the bules, the foreigners, and normally like wait. You're
So you,
Indonesian? Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, technically, my passport says otherwise, though.
Yeah.
USA, we got to balance out the national pride. I feel like this is just a nationalism episode, right? We're just talking about what we're proud of. But I want to go back, in time to the early days of Singapore, okay? Southeast Asia. That means you're close to like Japan, kind of,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Tell me about your love of Gintama, though.
Oh no, how the heck do you get that?
The Patty Show podcast, my producer, you know what you're doing. You're the best researcher out there. Gintama, tell me about the story
Oh
of
my
Gintama.
god.
And why do you love it so much? Because it's a great one. There's no wrong answers, but I love the anime. But tell me why you are infatuated by it.
I'm like highly embarrassed.
Don't worry, don't be embarrassed. I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
Okay. Well, this dives into my childhood.
Yes. This is why I want to dissect your brain, to
Oh my
understand the
god.
cinematographer,
So Gintama was like a big part of my secondary school life. So that was like when I was like 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
were you already making films that time?
No, I wasn't making films per se at the time. But I was consuming a lot of like anime.
Yeah, manga, right?
Yeah, anime, manga, K-pop, like the
Oh, okay,
usual
okay.
like fangirl kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I had that era too. Don't worry. And right now I'm coming back to it now. I feel like it's so funny now. It's so trendy. So like it's actually not embarrassing. Now, if anything, like, wait, you don't know what BTS is? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I used to listen to BTS when they were the Bangtan Boys. Okay,
Oh my god!
y'all better recognize. If you don't know what they really were called, you can't listen to them. Okay, but like that the fandom stuff. But I feel like that made you become a better cinematographer. Because it's all of it's storytelling.
It is very, very true because definitely just by I think one of the things that I was like really inspired or like in awe of for like say Gintama was that it could be snippets of like say a chapter because I collected the manga and I also
That's
watched the
crazy.
anime. Holy shit, I can't believe it. So I did both and I read the differences of like reading it from just like from the
From the book,
manga
yeah.
and then I saw how they translated it into a film.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
and then these films in like anime form it was like 20 minutes, but sometimes because the chapters were so short, they would combine like maybe a few chapters into one episode.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And then there was one episode where I remember they told it like so freaking well. That episode was like a mini horror.
Oh.
A mini okay, I don't know why also is horror, but
She loves her
definitely
horror. Now it's all making sense. See, but this is why we go
Oh
through
my
your
god.
timeline. Everything connects. Do you see what I'm saying? Look at that. See?
So like during that I'm gonna go very briefly about what happened. It was basically Kagura, if I'm not wrong, like she is listening to a radio. They're talking about this story about how a lady is stuck in a house. I don't have actually clear
the
like
exact thing, but,
recollection of like what happens in the episode, but at the end they get like an intense jump scare.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like it's all builds up to like this whole circular thing, and then when they wake up, then the woman is back also in the house in the room,
Interesting.
and then
Okay.
they all scare each other because they're all like mind fucked
Yeah,
by
yeah.
like the radio, by everything. So like there was like sound design, there was like meta kind of like scaring, and then there was retelling in the radio design, like the radio storytelling. And then I was like,
This is
and
so
this
complex
happened in
for
like
you.
10 minutes, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, wait, what? Like, I was very shocked.
Yeah.
But also that like stuck with me like
Till now. Yeah.
till now. And then like
Oh
even
my
when I
God.
think about how they designed and translated everything from like paper to like anime, that was still like shocking. Yeah, and then even in university, which was when I started doing like all the filmmaking
Mm-hmm.
stuff, like being a cinematographer, everything. I remember like a lot of people's references were like films,
Mm.
but at that point I hadn't become like a film buff
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
I
fair.
unfortunately or not started film like I think a bit later than
Okay.
most. Like even when my friend was introducing to me like because we had to do some trailer thingy
Mm-hmm.
as our like first assignment or whatever. I remember I was pretty like newbie, like I was literally a noob. Yeah. But then most of the references I had in mind were like manga based. Because like how they told stories, like
Yeah.
frame from frame from frame. That was like very interesting for me.
Wow. So I mean, I'm glad that you used the tools that you had in your toolbox. Because some people pretend they know film. Like, I mean, I love watching. I'll be honest with you. My my other brother loves watching all the movies, and he's watched all that stuff. He works for like Focus Features, does all the film research, acting. I like acting. I don't like watching movies, to be honest. Call me a hater, guys. But 3 hours, like the Odyssey, is so long. Like
Oh!
I can't. Don't cancel me, people. I can't. 3 hours. I gotta get to the what's the thing in English called movie theater.
Oh my god.
I just had too much language in here. The movie theater takes like 30 minutes to get there. Then you gotta find parking, and then the trailers. I was like 5 hours. That's half my day done. So that's why I'm a movie hater. But if you see me in the movies, that's okay. Keep watching.
Dang.
I know that's my hot take. But yeah, going back to the whole manga and like using it as like what is it called? I guess different like what is it called? Scenes and everything.
Mm.
That's actually I never thought about that overlap. So when I was doing the research, I never thought about putting two and two together. But the fact that you loved that so much because you had a lot of books, I saw
Oh my god.
on certain resources when I
Oh
was
no.
trying to do my research. I'm like, damn, I used to have a lot. I had a lot of fairy tale. That was my
Oh.
jam. That was my jam when I was in Indonesia. But you had a lot. I'm talking like so many different books. Do you still have all of the manga? Like, what'd you do with that? There's a lot. There was a lot, guys. Like you could probably fill up this whole bookshelf, maybe.
I collected the entire One Piece.
Oh yeah, that's all you had to say.
Until-
That's all you had to say. That's a lot.
Oh, fuck. My bad. I collected One Piece, and on top of that, I think I also had I had a lot of like yeah, I had Gintama, I had
Okay.
Haikyuu.
Oh yeah, Haikyuu. Yes, the volleyball. What about basketball, Kuroko?
I did have Kuroko at
Okay.
one point until I hated the ending, and then I sold everything.
Damn, that's intense, yo. I never heard anyone say that. She was like, "Damn, I can't keep this anymore." Wow, that's real passion. This is why she's on the show. It was that bad. I don't even know what happened at the end, to be honest, because I also
It was like a
kinda fell
cop out
off.
ending, but let's not talk about
Yeah,
that.
man, forget that stuff. Did you play basketball too then?
Dude, look at my height, bro.
Hey, you can play point guard.
I
just-
tried. I actually bought a basketball the moment I had started collecting,
Yeah.
and then my grandma was like, "How are you even gonna shoot?" And then,
Yo, grandma is so funny. Shout out grandma, yo. She's funny, yo.
yeah, and then I'm like, I'm gonna try. So like, I remember that time I had a friend who was also very interested in basketball. So we would wake up at 7:30 to fight the guys at the basketball court.
To get the court.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to get the
mhm,
court,
mhm.
and then we realized that we were always outnumbered. So
Yeah, so
we would just bounce the ball near the
then-
court
Yeah,
and
just
hope
do
that
some
they would
dribbles.
leave.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Oh, that's so fun. Sorry that you had to deal with that, but you did have like, was it a black basketball?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my
exactly.
god, I'm scared.
I love this. I love what I do. Yeah. There's what else do we have in the secret notes?
Oh no, I'm scared. Who is
I
your
know there's too
producer?
much notes. Okay, but you did talk about the fandoms and everything. I want to talk about if you know Do Kyung-soo.
Oh no.
If anyone knows who that is, that's my boy Do right there.
Oh my god.
EXO. Oh my God. What's your favorite song? And yeah, what's your favorite song?
This
Actually,
is crazy because I literally went home. So I didn't go home for 3 years until last month. And then I was there for like a month and a week because I finally could visit my family, and then they sponsored my ticket. Yeah, because I had to go to my sister's wedding. Yeah.
shout out sister.
So
Woo.
thanks for sponsoring.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for that, it was funny because you brought out Dio, and I was packing away
Okay.
all my. So what I had last time was all the fandom fan books. I don't know if you know about those.
I think so. I used to be in the K-pop area too.
You
I was
used to
in a
be.
K-pop dance group in high
Oh
school.
my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I know. I told you. No one would have known that. Don't share that, everybody. You know.
Now it's on
I know. I
paper.
know. Like Big Bang was my thing. Shiny, rest in peace, Jonghyun. You know. Oh, he was my favorite one too. Shiny, Got7, OG
My
days.
god.
You know. Oh man, you're taking me back. You're taking me back.
Do
But
you know
yes.
GBSK?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Come
so
on. Girl, you're taking me back.
Oh,
That was
God.
my era, and then I stopped. You know, 'cause, I got busy. Actually, I actually like them now, but there's just too much,
Too many things to keep up.
too many things.
Yeah, same.
Jay Park is still one of my favorites, though. That's my
Mm.
homeboy right there. He's on tour again in LA, so I
Oh.
might check that one out. That's gonna be fun. You know, little teaser. I believe in September. We'll plan it. We'll plan the trip. But yes, going back to the memorabilia.
Yes. So I was clearing boxes of my fandom like guilt, I would say. Like I had like so many photos. So basically I would buy fan books from girls, like Korean girls. Like I had stacks of it. Like
Okay. Okay.
it was
Okay.
insane. Like I had like photo books. Like you would buy photo books, but these were all of the same men. Like Dio, like of the
No,
same
I'm not gonna lie to you.
one.
My friend, she had that in high school. I'm serious. I was like, she had a couple. I don't know. She might have had more.
Yeah.
But we used to go because in Connecticut, the closest like Asian store would be like you go to Koreatown in New York, and they had all those stores with like it's like if people don't know, it's like think of like a yearbook, and then but it's not anyone that you physically know. You know, passionate fans. Right
Oh
here. Passionate
god.
fans. So you had a lot of Dio. That was the
I
name.
had a lot of Dio, and
Kai.
then I was okay with Kai.
No.
Yeah, he was alright. Like I
Not
would
Chris,
ship
right? What about Chris though?
Chris. No,
We don't talk about him.
Yeah,
We don't talk about him anymore.
No Chris.
No Chris. Yo, that was so sad though. If
I
people don't know,
know.
don't look it up because it's kind of like sad. But let's just say one of the members like had a very, very, very controversial stuff that happened on the news, and it's like confirmed. And
Yeah.
he was unfortunately one of my favorite ones. Sadly,
Oh.
him and Tao was my boy too.
Oh.
It's tough time. I hope praying for them. That was a crazy era.
Yeah.
But
It was.
EXO, I mean, they were killing because when they like got in the spot, they kind of just were always hot for a moment. They're like boom, EXO, and then EXO-K, EXO-N.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You know. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. What's your favorite song though? I want to know because you're taking me back. I need to think about what my favorite song is.
I think my favorite song was maybe like. That's a very good question. Maybe it was the song that got me in, which was like Overdose.
Oh.
Which is not that great.
Yeah. But it's just the intro to
Yeah,
it.
it was the first song that like I was like, oh my god, I have to buy like all the albums of all the members.
Okay.
Which is insane. So that I could get like that one card. The
She's
Dio
collecting.
photo card.
See, she love Dio. Shout out to my boy Dio out here. You know what I'm
Oh my
saying? If you're
God.
watching this, we'll have you on the Patty Show podcast, bro. I'll make sure if he goes on the podcast, I'll call you so then we can.
I'll be there. I'll be at the door.
Yeah, that's it. Straight. Like, say less. It's like, how many of these sour gums do I have to give you to get? Hey, how many sour gums do we have to get for her to do this? Maybe 100.
Oh God.
No, but yeah, no. EXO was the Wolf era of them. Like when they did Grow Out.
That's also really good.
It was
Yeah.
actually, you guys have to, if no one has, because this is like a deep cut, I feel like people don't know that era, because that was right before they got really popular,
Yeah.
and then before like all the controversy stuff. But like Growl, dun, 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 dun,
then they
yeah,
would
see
dance
that?
with it. Oh, God.
See, I know ball, guys. I
Oh,
don't make
no.
stuff up. But my research, I was kind of surprised to see that, but then I'm like, okay, this all makes sense now. We're all connected.
Yeah, I don't want to share darker secrets, but yes, that was a dark era where like I would work like part-time to earn money for those things. Just
That's
insane.
respect. Hey, we have those moments in life. But now you're here in LA, sunny LA, girl. You know, it's all about learning from those experiences, and you are who you are. You know. Oh my God, that's insane. When you were doing all that stuff, you were also like a big foodie. I saw. You
Oh
know.
my god.
You know, taking pictures of different foods, milk. What's that Japanese milk called? I forgot. I saw the name because I've had it before. There's like a protein version. Is it Keiji? Meiji. Yes.
Oh
What's your favorite
no.
flavor?
So, have you tried the protein version yet?
Oh, that shit's fire. That's just so good.
The matcha flavor.
That I was just I was just about to say, yo, that one is so good. The matcha, what's it called? Meiji.
Meiji.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! When I was in Thailand, they had so much of that.
They need to bring it to the States.
I don't know where it is
Like,
because that's when I went there like 3 years ago when I was doing the backpacking, and then it's still not here. So Meiji, you can sponsor the pet show. Every episode, I'll drink 5, and I'll get all my protein for the day. Like. No, I kid you not. This is also, some broke boy sad hours. But, backpacking, you got to save money.
yeah.
So what I did, I would get like 2 of those, and I would basically get my protein that day and then just eat all the street food to fill out all the other macros and everything. Girl, it was first of all so good, and it was actually not too expensive because the protein stuff here is,
Expensive.
oh my God, I've seen stuff that's like $5 or something. I'm like, goodness, I might as well just cook my own food. It's so insane. But the Meiji matcha protein, that's another deal right there. If you guys can find it, send it my way. I'm not gonna put my address out there because I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. But maybe I'll make a PO box of. Now it's just gonna be a snack tasting show.
No.
Now we're converting to a snack. But yeah, that was a really good one over there. For Singaporean cuisine, for people that don't know, what would you identify it as, and what's the number one dish?
That is a controversial question.
I know, that's why I had to ask you. I want you to get canceled right now.
Ah,
We already got canceled already. Okay, we already got canceled. We talked about Chris. Like, it's done. We're done for.
Okay, so in my mind, I think the dish that Singapore is most known for would be like chicken rice. Period. Like
Period.
that
But chicken rice, we're not talking fried chicken and rice. Not like,
like the
KFC.
steam. No. Oh
No,
my god.
I'm just asking for the general audience.
Okay.
You're like,
Let me go ahead and describe
from
it.
Louisiana?
No.
Down south?
No.
The steam one.
Yes, I'm gonna describe it. So
Okay.
it's some sort of variation of Hainanese chicken rice,
Okay.
which is from like Hong Kong. But then we also have a mix of like Malaysia roots, everything. So we have the rice first, which is like cooked in chicken broth, scallions, and like ginger.
So there's a flavor right there.
Lots of flavor, lots of aromatics, and then the chicken itself, you can have it like either roasted or steamed. So the steam has like the gelatinous like skin, which a lot of people like, but I personally don't like. So I like the roasted one, which is like a very like deep, like kind of like crispy chicken outside
Different
skin.
textures out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, chef.
I don't really love food.
Okay, see, this is why. Yeah.
And then in order to like kind of match it off, like you have the chicken, you have the rice, and then we also have the chicken soup that usually kind of come like combos. And then on the side you have dark soy sauce. Then there is usually like ginger oil.
Ginger oil, okay.
Yeah, like
And
it's
from
like
the ginger.
like they would kind of like grate ginger and then kind of soak it and fry it with the oil so that the oil is like kind of infused with the ginger taste. And then after that you also have the spicy like chili buddy like sauce. So you would kind of use the combo or whatever you like to then pair it with the chicken rice. So yeah. Very
Wow,
good.
that sounds phenomenal. I feel like if you can hear this episode, it's like the ASMR, you can eat through the screen. Maybe you're watching the Patty Show while eating your chicken rice over here. Who knows, So how did you know you were like a foodie though? Because like, I don't know, I saw from a lot of pictures, you have a lot of food pictures out there. Lots. I'm like, wow, this is very creative and very artistic.
I think that definitely like growing up in Singapore has helped me to like foster the love of food. And then probably a big part is that my grandma cooks like a lot. She cooks like Hokkien style food. But she's also very like open to food cuisines, which is very interesting for like someone her age.
Yeah, that's very unique. Yeah, because my grandma doesn't. She's like whatever's in the market, she gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just traditional Indonesian, which I love traditional Indonesian stuff. But it's like she never makes like a hamburger. You know, like if I saw my grandma make a hamburger, I'd be so confused. I'm like, did she get replaced by somebody? Like,
oh God.
yeah, or like a pizza. Like, there's no way in how she's gonna do that. So that's really unique. Oh my God.
Yeah, and like she would send us TikToks
Oh,
about
really?
food. You know,
Your
like how
grandma
to
is
make
modern.
different foods, and
Yeah.
then she'd be like, "Oh, you like for example, because now I'm living in the U.S., so she would share with me recipes like, oh, you can try this or that. Like she would just send me recipes
Oh,
on
wow.
TikTok, like how to make it easy. But back at home, like when she would always make food, she would be like always watching YouTube or like TikTok about how to make different kind of foods, be it like Taiwanese, Japanese, whatever. So definitely, I think my love and appreciation comes from her, her cooking. But she's also really like kind of picky, like
Okay.
fussy with her food. So like if she really doesn't like it, she's not gonna eat it. She's like gonna push it away from the table, and she's like, I'm done. Yeah, like so like I definitely got that like sense of taste from her.
Wow. Are you similar to her then? If you don't like it, you'll like push it away, or you gonna? Because there's like different schools of thoughts. Because like growing up, my dad and mom were like, you gotta finish it somehow.
Exactly.
You know, you gotta scarf it down. You know, if I don't like it now, I'm kind of like, okay, I can be more selective. But how are you now and like growing up? How was that whole?
Wow. Actually, to be honest, when I was young, I was so bad at eating. Like I didn't want to eat veggies. Like I thought it was the most disgusting
Oh my
thing
God,
like
I'm dead,
ever.
yeah.
Then also like fish, I hated eating fish because
Okay.
I choked on eating fish once before.
Oh, I get you. That's that
Yeah.
trauma. That's that
Yeah.
trauma.
And
I
then,
remember growing up. What is it? The fish bones.
dude, yeah.
Yeah. So I would always like,
Decide,
be like,
yeah.
oh, do I really wanna eat this today? You know.
So I was super picky. I didn't like eating in general. Like I remember being at the food court. Like I think you've been to like some Singapore food
Oh yeah,
courts.
yeah.
And I remember crying in the corner because I didn't want to eat.
Oh my
Like,
God.
then my grandma would be like, just leave her alone. Like just
She's doing her own thing.
don't let her eat. Fine, let her starve kind of thing. But I don't know, there was something that happened probably in like secondary school or maybe JC that like unlocked like something. Like I was just like I think I was tasting some sort of veggie, like I think bitter gourd, which is a controversial dish, right? Like I think I was eating that was cooked by my grandma. It was like eggs and bitter gourd, and then I was like, wow, like this is like the best shit ever. And then I started being more open to like trying it before I say no. And then because of that, I think I've been able to like experience or like taste and decide only after tasting. And that has really like opened up so much like possibilities, I think.
Wow, that's like a new chapter in your life. Is this after
Yes.
you pushed away the K-pop lifestyle? Yes, is that it?
I think it might have been like a fading out era.
Okay. So from one passion to another after.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so profound. I feel like I'm a therapist right now. My goodness, you transition passions into food, but you still have that K-pop passion a little bit.
I do.
It's coming back again.
I can definitely tell you why it died though. I was queuing up for my like last concert. I remember during that concert, like I had paid. Maybe I don't know whether you can share this.
How much is it? How much is it?
No, okay. So basically, we had hired this girl on our platform called Carousel. She was like, "Oh, I'll help you buy your tickets."
Oh, they have. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
they did
like
that.
I think
Okay.
I was like 18 at
Oh,
the time,
okay.
or 19 or 17. I think I was 17 or 18. And then she had offered her services online, and then she said, "I just need you to pay $20, and then I'll line up for you." And mind you, this was 2 weeks before the opening of the tickets. So we were like, "Wait, what?" Like,
Yeah.
okay. And then she would send us photographic evidence of her lining up, basically on the floor, concrete floor of the shopping mall.
Wait, what? Yo, hold on. I didn't know they did it. Like, I thought you said queue, like as in online.
No,
Oh, this
bro,
is like
this was like in the past.
person. What year was this?
This was 2000 and what? How old am I? I cannot
Were you
remember.
born 98 also?
I'm 97.
Oh, 97.
Yeah.
I was 98. Okay, so
Okay.
maybe you said 17, so probably 26. 16, right? 15.
2015, I think.
Yeah, 2015.
2015. So this was in the past, right? Before shit like went viral about queuing. So this was me and another two friends. So we were like, oh yeah, let's just hire her because we were in junior college and it was very like stressful to like be able to queue up. And then we were like, let's just relieve ourselves. Even when we get conned of this $20, it's fine. Like, let it go. Then she would like send photos. And ultimately, when we arrived that night to join her at the queue, we realized that she was 14.
Damn, this is a twisted story. Yo, did you make a short film about this?
No, not yet.
Yo, this is wow. I did not expect that.
Okay,
oh my god.
Let me give you the bigger twist. So we were like, oh my god, like you're 14.
Yeah.
Like how did you sustain this? Because you have been here for 2 weeks, right?
You gotta go to school, girl.
And then she was like, oh, I've been just basically taking turns with my friend. So they had a system,
Yo, they hustlers.
And then it was crazy. And then we were like, okay, so that night I felt really bad. So I bought her like there's this like roasted chicken like barbecue Japanese thing called toriko. I remember it so vividly.
Wow,
I brought it to her and then I was like, here's this like you must be starving. And then she was like, oh my god, thank you. Like she was eating it like crazy. And then we slept with her that night at the concrete floor, waiting for the tickets to open up, which was at like I think 8 or 9 a.m. So then I remember it was like a very crazy thing because the queue was piling up. We were first few in line because she had queued for 2 weeks. Like, and then can you imagine though? By the end of 2 weeks, she had enough money to buy herself a ticket.
Okay.
Because it was the revenue from the rest of us. Like, and then I was just thinking like, damn, like all these people, like she's really like smart in her own way to like earn the ticket
at 14.
But also like at the same time, like damn, like she's going crazy. And then on the other hand, I also saw my Chinese teacher walk by
with
her daughter.
And
they were buying the ticket as well.
Yeah.
And then I think that ended things for me somehow. Like there was just this
feeling.
That
transition period.
Yeah, like I was like, I think I'm too old for this. And then I remember talking to my Chinese teacher, which she was like my Chinese teacher when I was 13. And then she was like, oh, what are you doing here? And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm queuing for the ticket. She was like, oh, what a coincidence. I'm queuing for my daughter too. And then I was like, you're queuing for your daughter? Then I'm like, and then I look at myself and I think I had like this
existential moments of okay. like sadar, like realization, like, oh okay, maybe this is my last concert.
Yeah.
At least doing the queuing part, Yo, that is a crazy story. Thanks for sharing that. You gotta write the script because that I did not expect that at all. Like I'm still processing what I just heard. I didn't realize in 2015 they still had like the physical cues like that.
That was 17's first concert.
Oh, yeah. 17 so good.
Dude, like that was their first concert like during the Adore You era.
Oh
like,
my god.
Literally like they were like going around, they weren't well known ish.
Yeah. It's still like the early fit. Wait, 17 has a song that's like yeah. See, I don't know the name of it, but I could like hum it, Wow, shout out 17 when you were 17. Oh my god, Bao, you got the best stories, girl. Yo, that is insane. Do you still like keep in contact with this?
No, it was just the one-off thing. But me and my friends, we had like a mental check after that. Yeah, I think we were like, I think especially like sleeping on the cold ground, and then like across you see her. I mean that for me.
Oh, I can't. No, I really can't. I'm telling you guys, like what she says, so I'm like, my facial expression was like, what is happening? I can't imagine you as like a 17, 18-year-old like seeing this and you're like, this girl's younger than me.
Dude, I had like a lot of questions. I was like, I don't know. It was really that floor experience.
Yeah, especially
And then I just think that she's been doing this for 2 weeks, like actually insane. Like her parents like didn't ask her like, hey girl, where you been?
Yeah, especially like 14. That's wow. Do they still have those services or like?
No, because everything has been moved online. There's no more like physically all the girls like run to the counter. Like no more.
I know. I mean, because it's rare to find that type of stuff. There was one thing that I think I was trying to get. It was like what's that called? One of the Swedish watches, like Swiss watches, like those. I forgot what brand it is. One of the more expensive ones, not Rolex or whatever. They had this big collab. It was like AP and something like that. but they had one in like Malibu, but you had to physically go in the
Oh,
store. So that's why when you said that, I haven't done something like that since like
that.
the gamer era when I had to wait for a video game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I was like, I'm too old for this. I can't be like you could make money out of it, but it's like I saw the videos of people waiting in line. It was like the night before. 2 weeks is crazy. I'm gonna be real
Yeah.
with you. But like one night for me, I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. So I mean, if you want to hire me to do that, $5,000 minimum, okay? Because $20 is crazy. Yo, I mean, but she's a hustler too. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm processing this with everyone out there. I'm sure you are processing all this. Shout out to her. I hope she's doing okay
I hope so
and
too.
has her own better business than
Business,
that.
exactly.
Because she seems like an entrepreneur
Yeah.
to do that and hustle a thing. Wow. Shout out to the JC days, junior college,
Oh
right?
God, yeah.
Why do you guys call it junior college and not just high school, by the way? I was
Mm,
curious about that.
I actually think because they were trying to condense the syllabus.
Mm.
So instead of like a 3 year or 4 year program, it became 2 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
It is like a road to hell, I would say.
Yeah, because it's like accelerated. Kind of,
It's
yeah, yeah.
extremely accelerated. Like it's like mainly you just go in just to take the exam.
Hmm.
And then that exam determines whether you go to university or not. Yeah, like period.
Oh my goodness, they keep it cutthroat out in Southeast Asia. You know, when I was in the school in Indonesia, 7th and 8th grade. Girl, I was learning everything at that same year. I was doing calculus while doing algebra, while doing geometry, while also doing biology and chemistry, and I had to learn a third language and then do activities outside. I'm like,
Yep.
y'all making an army out here? What is happening? Like it's crazy. So I almost failed a couple times. Oh man, and I barely knew Indonesian, but it made me ready for high school because high
Yeah.
school in the States, like, no offense to everyone out there, is so much easier. Like, it's like night and day. Like, if you can do a couple years in Southeast Asia or honestly anywhere, like, I'm sure, like, my Nigerian friends tell me the same thing. They learn so much stuff, and then you go to the States, and everyone's like, yeah, so how's everyone feeling today? You know?
To be honest, yes.
Right? You know, which is good. I recommend, mental health check, especially after that crazy story. I'm still processing that. But I think it's also a balance because I think nowadays, like, my sister, she was born here, but then was like basically raised in Indonesia. Number 5, she's the 5th one. But she was in school from like early, from first grade, kindergarten, all the way to like, when did she come back here? 7th grade maybe. And then she was telling me how like, yeah, 7th grade there was insane. 6th grade, 5th grade in Indonesia is wild. But then coming here, she just was like on autopilot. So it's yeah, maybe you have to bring all your kids to like a foreign land if you're from the States to learn better and become better human beings. you know, all the life lessons. Oh my god, yo, that story's so crazy to me. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, you're still trying to wrap your head around
I am still because I thought you can't make it up. You know, like like that's those the stories that are like, how did that even happen? Oh my goodness! Shout out to the JC school. Going back to the school though, School of the Arts Singapore photo seminar. Well, how did you get into that?
Oh my God. Are we talking about the Canon one?
Yes, yes,
Oh
yes,
my
the
God.
Canon one.
Okay.
How did you get? I think that was in 2013, maybe. I don't know if I got my years right.
It might have been 2014,
You probably know
2013.
better. Like I
Yeah.
said, I did my research, so I don't know exactly the years. You know.
So for that, I remember, so I think in junior college and as well as like secondary school, photography became like a big part of my life because I was trying to escape like school. Like I was trying to escape studying basically. And in order to like cope with that, I think I ended up like relying a lot on my extracurriculum activities.
Okay.
And I realized that I was actually doing not bad,
Okay. Okay.
doing all that
Doing
like
amazing. I see some of them. They're good, yo.
like doing photography, and then I realized that also like mentoring people,
Oh. Okay.
because I think part of the path also led me to like becoming like the second of like hit in my school for like photography, and then we would like mentor people who were learning like below us. So that was also part, like became part of the path of like, oh, like it's actually quite fun to teach people about photography, about framing, about how to capture like one frame. And ultimately I think that's why our teacher also like encouraged us to join this like program. And then from there, and it was also just a lot about like sharing the knowledge. and it was something that I think as a young like Singaporean, it was more rare because people don't really like focus on arts or like think of it as even like a skill. But then when you dive deep into it, we realized that actually like there's a lot of realms like to photography, to like just even creating an image, or like for example in JC we also had to do this like photo montage in the same day.
In
Like
the same
it
day.
was it was kind of insane. Like it was a camp that led up to like every day there would be like a review of sorts, like of like the day activities. And as the photography club, you would have to compile everything um that night so that you
Oh
would
my,
show it on screen.
yeah.
And then that was also actually how I realized that each frame that led to the next should also guide us to the next frame. Like, does that make sense? Like, like if you choose, like, say, a photo that has lines leading out to this side, and then if you choose another photo that leads out to this side, the next one, it would like kind of interact with each other.
Oh, okay, okay. So you
Like
need
that kind of
something that
thing. Yeah.
flows with it. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so that was also where we learned like I learned very intricately that if you put like very clashing photos together, then it also doesn't tell the story right on its own sequence. Very yeah, like even though it's just still photos,
Yeah.
but as the audience you can kind of like see or feel it. Yeah, there was like a lot of photo montage kind of things, and then yeah, and then we managed to impart a lot of like information too. So yeah.
Wow, she got a lot of skills from a lot of like different teachings. Oh my goodness. But I felt that when you said escaping school by doing those different hobbies, I mean, girl, I used to like draw some random stuff on like my notebook. I could never draw a dragon. It looked terrible. I don't know if I can find like my old composition books, but like just drawing or like any type of form of expression, like singing. I also can't sing that well, or any type of art form. It helps a lot with just escaping from like the mundaneness of going to school, doing math class, history, yada yada yada, all that stuff. I did see that you drew a
Oh
little bit,
no, yeah.
right? I see some of those pictures. Uh, how did you start? Is it from like the manga that you saw? Were you inspired by
Mm,
that? Is it from like movies like Rise of the Guardians?
Definitely the drawing was from the manga like
Mm.
that I've read, and yeah, like I always thought I wanted to be a manga artist
Oh,
or like
okay,
some sort
okay,
of
okay,
artist
artist.
until I think like university, because even though it was an art school in Singapore, it was still very much a Singapore system. So like they would by elimination like rank you and
By
decide,
elimination,
yeah.
crazy, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like they'll be like, okay, you're fit, you're not fit, you can or cannot go in. And actually when I went into school, because you wouldn't have your specializations yet,
Mm-hmm.
I was either one very adamant to go into like photography, or two, animation.
Ah, I see, I see.
Like
Okay.
I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be an animator. And then when I saw everyone around me drawing, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I can.
It's hard because you see some people that are just so good.
They're so talented.
They're
Yeah.
naturally gifted, and then they put the work into it. That's the thing. You have both of them, you're unstoppable. If you're really good at it naturally, and then you just put in the hours, the years, honestly, of just like honing the craft. Because there's also so much things that you can learn from it. People think art is just la di da di da. There's like technique to it, for like cinematography. That's
Discipline.
another thing too. Yeah, like
Yeah.
the framing and everything, like you mentioned earlier. People think it's just art is art. You're like, oh, I'm just acting. Oh, I'm just hosting a podcast. There's like certain beats. There's certain things that you have to do that it's all of it is crafts. Being a super fan is a craft too.
Mm.
Enjoying. I love all this stuff because like from my research, I see you're a very passionate person. What do you think about our boy Jack Frost, by the way, from Rise of Guardians? What do you think
Why do you
about?
keep referring to Jack
Well,
Frost?
what do you think of him as a character?
Um, I want to say that I like him.
Okay, okay.
Are you trying to nail something down for me?
No, no,
I
no.
have
I'm
a
just curious.
feeling.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. He's a great character. That's
He
why.
is a great character.
I like the sand guy
Um,
though. What's his name? The little small dude, the sand one. You know what the Sandman?
Sandman. I actually don't.
Oh
I'm
wow, she was
yeah.
obsessed with Jack Frost. That's the T. You can find more on the Patty Show OnlyFans, Patty
Oh
Show
God.
podcast. That's enough of Jack Frost. But let's talk about that wildlife preserves, like program that you did. So that
Mhm.
was for the zoo.
Yes.
How did you get into that? That's such a unique experience.
Yeah, so basically my dad knew someone that had worked in the zoo or
Hmm.
was working in the
Yeah.
zoo at that time, and my sister had signed up to be a wildlife guide
Mm.
during her like gap year, before like when you're waiting for like from junior college to university, you have quite a long break, like 8 months or so. So like during that time, I had wanted to also follow her. Like I was just like, oh, like why not try it out? And at the same time, I think I also knew like I really like animals too, so why not? But I didn't really know what I was like going into. Because then at the training they were introducing to me, and then they were saying basically you're a wildlife guide, you would drive the buggy, you would show guests around
That
the
sounds
zoo.
kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. But depending on the tour that they took on, you would have to be basically like educating the guests on the different like facts of the animals, and then also like showing them the animals. So say they took a snake tour.
Oh my God! Hold up. Wild. Really?
You would be getting out the lizards and the snakes.
What?
You
know how much you got paid for this?
Not much, honestly.
Wait. That's got to be illegal. Wait a minute.
All of this was really in name or in the light of like educating the young.
I see.
Like,
I see how smart you guys do things right here. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, just be my intern. It's like an unpaid intern. Take care of the snakes. Like, what? That's great. How old were you when you did this?
I started doing, before I went into the zoo as the guide, I was doing boat touring.
Oh.
So also in the zoo, but because they couldn't hire me for a longer period, because during that from like secondary to JC, I only had like 3 months. So they were like, oh, we won't have you as the guide yet, but we'll have you next time. So I came back only after. So I did start when I was like 16 in the zoo for a while, and then I quit, and then came back again as the guide, like when I was like 18. Yeah, so that was
like,
fun.
You're ready for the snakes now.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
They're like, 18? Okay, good. Just double checking. You just want to make sure. Oh my goodness. Were you ever scared of snakes? Because I love animals, but I don't know, something about snakes. I don't know. I can't, you know. When I was in Kalimantan, I saw so many big ones. Like, because my uncle, he's like a pastor in like the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
So that we saw like the babirusa like all around, like the big pigs are just all around. It's just natural as hell. So whenever I saw a snake, I'm like, I'm running because this snake must be big. I want to hurt this. I'm like, I'm running out of here. What's your relationship like with snakes?
I mean, real life snakes I don't like. But the you get it.
Heard you. Who broke her heart? Who broke your heart? Come on.
But animal snakes, I think I actually really love. But honestly, it's because of the teachings from the zoo. Okay. Like initially when I first had one, I was actually really scared. Because I was like, oh my god, it's gonna bite me. Like it's kind of feels weird, right?
Yeah, scales.
But actually, the skin of the snake was like really smooth, and the snake was very friendly. Like he was just like minding his own business most of the time. Wow. The thing that I am scared of when I was training, which I still to this day am scared of, is the cockroaches.
Okay.
Like I mean, you used to live in Indo, right? You have seen those huge cockroaches?
Yo, they're insane. And I thought, because I used to live in New York for a little bit.
Oh.
They got cockroaches too, but something in the Southeast Asian, they're big. I don't know what they feed them or something. You would think like the New York ones would be big, or like in Connecticut, because like all the food and radioactivity up in in the States. But those ones like something, they're thick. Like,
fun fact though, like the reason why Southeast Asia has like German and American cockroaches was because when we were colonized, they brought them over in the ships.
I hate y'all. Y'all colonizers is crazy. I need like, was it reparations? I need reparations. Where are my Germans, my Dutch? Y'all gotta sponsor the Patty Show now. Like $5 million minimum. So then I can like feel better. That's insane. I didn't think about that.
They had just snuck on the ships.
Yeah, it makes sense, you know.
And then snuck back
diseases out. Too. Y'all tripping out here, you know? That's the tea, right? This is a lesson of history, okay? So any Germans or Dutch or Portuguese too? I think y'all colonized some.
No,
somewhere.
They didn't colonize. They got they colonized Brazil.
There we go. You know, all the colonizers out there, just give the money to the people that you colonize, specifically the Southeast Asian ones. There's a podcast, the Patty Show podcast, that could use some of that money, you know. Stop playing. But yeah, no, that's insane. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now why they're so massive. Because I'm like, I don't think anything like that could be so grown. But yeah, because in Indonesian, the word cockroach is kecoa. And then it's funny enough because the word like disappointment is kecewa. Oh. So it's a disappointment. Oof. Yeah, I just thought about that randomly. Just random stuff that's floating in my head. Shout out to all the wildlife and everything. So you were working, doing that stuff for like how long? Because it looks like you did it for a good amount of time.
Yeah, I was working because I really, really loved the zoo and I loved working with animals. I ended up like even while I was working there, I volunteered
Oh my
like
God! Wow.
with like the monkeys, like the monkey section, and then I also volunteered maybe here and there with the reptiles, but mostly I had found a friend or two at the monkey section.
Oh wow!
So from there, I began volunteering even on my off days. So I'll be at the zoo even on my off days.
Wow!
Just to like hang, feed the animals, clean the cages, and then on days where I worked, I would work as the guide.
Oh my God!
So yeah, it was really like, it was actually one of probably like the best years of my life.
Wow, that's awesome. You
I
love your wildlife because you did a lot of you do a lot of scuba diving and
Oh
everything like
yes, I
that, girl.
did. I
A lot
did do
of
some
amazing.
diving.
Did you get your scuba diving license before you started working there, or like during, or what was the timeline?
Actually, it was very recent, right before
Okay.
I left
Oh,
for
really? Okay.
LA.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I think I was actually pretty scared to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Until like I realized that I was gonna go to AFI, and then I was like, you know what? I'm in Southeast Asia now. Why not dive in the warmer waters? And I dove with my sister, who is like a very seasoned like diver.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Oh, and I had to attribute like the reason why I do love wildlife so much was also because of my sister. Like
Shout out sis. Ooh.
she's a marine, like she studied in like marine biology.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
She's very different from me.
They're really unique, but
Yeah.
it's all overlapping now, see? The love for it,
And
yeah.
she brought me on a lot of like field works.
Oh, that's oh my God, that'd be so sick.
Like we would wake
yo.
up at the wee hours of like the morning at like
Yeah.
4 a.m., go to like the mangroves of like Singapore, and then we
Yeah.
would be like looking at like weeds
Yeah.
and like seagrass and stuff, and it's all for her research, and or like catch spiders in like
Oh my
some
goodness.
forest.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, it was actually like that was, I would honestly accredit like the reason why I love like nature because of my sister.
Wow, for those experiences.
Yeah, and then she also highly encouraged me to do diving because she was like, "When are you gonna dive with me? When are you gonna dive with me?" And then I was like, "Oh, okay, fine." Like then we went to Bali
Oh,
actually to
beautiful.
dive, and I mean I'm really glad we did. The instructor actually had to like kind of like plunge me down. He took the regulator thingy, and then he was like, "You are going down." And then like I remember he just pressed the thing to release the air,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Ah!" And then I finally breathed. So that was fun.
Wow, what an experience. Bali has a lot of great stuff, you know.
Yeah, it
My
was
first time
beautiful.
snorkeling was in Bali too. Oh my God. I was like near, you know where the dolphins are, like Lovina area?
Ooh,
Oh my God. The first experiences of just like having that water that's like
yeah,
untouched. Oh my goodness. It's so weird because I was just snorkeling that time, but I look at we're looking at a smaller island and it just looks like kind of average. And then you put your head underneath and the water's just like blue crystal. Like the GoPro does not do it justice. Any camera, it just cannot. You just have to be in there and you're just captivated by every little thing. You see little fishies moving around everywhere. And then the ecosystems of, I don't even know what it's called. I'm not a scientist. You know, maybe your sister knows. You know? I'll have her about to explain. I only know from like Finding Nemo, you know, and then anemone.
Anemones,
There
the
we go.
corals and stuff.
Yeah. That thing is, those things are so cool too. Oh my God, yeah, all that stuff. Shout out to Bali. You traveled a lot though, because you also went to Japan too, girl.
I did.
Multiple times?
I think the most memorable one was probably traveling with my friends.
Oh my God. Oh, it was like a friend's trip.
It was like a uni trip.
Oh my God, that must be fun. Yeah.
That was really fun because we traveled on our own for the first time. And then I think that really gave us also like the freedom to plan what we wanted to do.
Yeah, you can actually do what you want. You know?
Like we went to like Studio Ghibli.
Oh my God.
The Universal Studios. And me and my friend, of course, went to the One Piece Tower.
Of course, I was just about to ask that. Yes.
I remember we also made a friend because we were trying to find the One Piece Tower, and then we were like asking this really nice lady. And then she was like directing us, and she brought us all the way to the tower.
I love when you like travel somewhere and people just help you out. When I was in Thailand, shout out to my boy Son out there. You meet the randomest people. I was doing like a Muay Thai class, and then this guy, he also loves soccer, and we just chopped it up. And then my last day there, he was like, "Don't worry, bro, I'll show you around the whole island." I just went around to like that little Big Buddha in Phuket. He showed me there, gave me some traditional like Thai food. And then one of his friends had like a problem with the motorcycle, so we went to
Yeah.
visit that. So it was like a local experience. It was so
Damn,
fun.
yeah.
Shout out to my homeboys. We're gonna be on the podcast soon. But I love when people are just like kind and welcoming like
Yeah.
that. That's what the world needs more.
Mhm.
Honestly, too much BS, too much politics, you know, too much horror movies.
Yo.
Speaking of horror genre, why? Why do you love horror so much? Because all the clips I was trying to watch, you know, through the reel, you hit me with some jump scares left and right. I'm like in the office. I'm like, God damn. Tell me why horror, and why is it because you love anime?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
I know, yeah.
Okay, let's unpack the
Yes,
first
let's
one.
unpack it. Yeah.
The reason why I love horror, I think definitely can be attributed to my friend called Gloria. Yeah, she inspired me. She was the first person that showed me the Blair Witch Project.
Oh my God!
Which is our
wow.
first project, like where we did like a trailer kind of thing,
Mhm.
and we had to kind of watch it to get to know. And then she loved horror. She loved watching it. And even though I remember her sharing like how she was like Christian, but then she never had like bravery to like really watch it until like recently, and then she realized that it's kind of totally fine to watch it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm a scaredy cat.
Oh, no.
I'm a scaredy. I can't watch any horror stuff, honestly.
Yeah, and then till this day, she's still my go-to friend to like watch horror with.
I love that. That's awesome.
Even when I went to Singapore, she watched Obsession with me.
Oh my
And
God.
I was like, oh my God, like this brings me back to the time where I was highly inspired by her. And I think also like part of the reason why I love horror was like being able to unpack how it was made. Because now I think I was diving into more of the how it's made. Then I realized that there's a lot more thought process to horror rather than like just the surface. Like how do you build up the scare? How do you build up the tension? Why are people scared? Instead of
that's a good question. Yeah,
Yeah.
not just it to be scary, but like actually, wow, that's so complex. Oh my goodness.
It's just not just about simply like jump scares that get your heart
Yeah, because that's like a
pumping.
cheap thing to do, you know. Yeah.
I think what I really like against lean towards is the psychological part, which is like even after you leave the room, what keeps us awake at night, kind of thing.
Man. She got me messed up, guys. I'm telling you, when I do my research, I'm like, I really hate horror, but I know how hard it is. But if you do it right, it's real good. Like horror or like thriller, because like Get Out is probably one of my favorites. Like that one really, that one I still think about. I get goosebumps thinking about that one because I'm like, that could happen to me, you know. But Asian one with a white girl, you know. Not to say that it's happened. Thankfully, hopefully it doesn't happen. Knock on wood, because that's tripping. I don't want to get in trouble with the cops for being a different race. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Mom, don't watch this part. But yeah, no, it's so fascinating because people think it's so simple. Like you said, the cheap scares are very common, and obviously they have like the parody movies, which are funny. I can watch the scary movies and I love them. They're hilarious because they're not really scary, but then it's cool to see how people make those different choices, especially for like with a cinema background. You're like, oh, there's a reason why you want these different shots, these different angles. Like the one that I watched on, I think it was I was gonna say Venmo. What's the other one? Vimeo.
Venmo.
You can Venmo the Patty Show though. You know what I'm saying? Patty Satiati on Venmo, Wrapped with Love.
Oh my God.
Yo, that one. Yo, hold up. That one was good. First with all the blood. I was like, yo, what? Who did you write that one?
I did write that one.
Yeah. But now from talking with you. Now I can understand why. We're unpacking her brain. Where did you get that story from? And is it based on true events? I hope it's not, because that ending was wild, yeah. The sound effects too.
Okay, so I mean this also has to do, so my grandma basically raised me, right? It's like
shout out to grandma, yo.
She definitely raised me up a certain way because my parents were both like working. So I think a lot of my inspiration in my life is like kind of loosely based off like elderly women figures in my life. And then for this story, just a little bit of background. The reason why it's so hard for Singaporeans to move out and be independent is because not just one, it's expensive, but also two, houses are not that readily available to us in the system. Like the only way you can really move out is actually hit hitting 35. That's one way, which is kind of when you're kind of old, a bit like you're already kind of developed, you maybe have lived too long with your parents, or two, you get married in the system and then you apply for like a government funded like kind of like housing. These are the two main ways I would say. Like there are other ways if you're like a bit more well off and rich, sure,
you can just buy a whole block if you wanted to, you know.
Yeah, and like even just an apartment, sure. But these two ways are the only ways to basically get out of the system of living with your parents. So that's why, like, I think when I wrote this film, it was also partially the frustrations of not being able to gain independence.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think in my head it wasn't so deep, like, but there was a subconscious like need to get out.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay, because I thought you were just trying to scare me. But you guys gotta check it out because I was like, this is creepy, especially that ending with the sound of like
the chopping.
Yeah. Oh God! I was like,
yeah,
this girl is disturbed.
The funny thing too is that, you know, we talked about food earlier, right? I think one of the intricate things that our parents try to make us do, or like try to make us stay, is actually with food.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, come back, I'm gonna cook for you. Like, I was just thinking in a weird, distorted way, like, what if that food is not as nice meaning as it is? As much as you're a parent, what if you want to really keep my children at home? So, in that way, what if there's a girl who's trying to break out and gain independence, but the parent who sees that the bird is trying to leave its nest doesn't want to let go.
You can't leave, yeah.
Yeah, so
you ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, that was how we ended up with this funky story.
Yeah, a lot of gore. So if you're scared of that, maybe try to watch some clips of it. No, but the theme of that's so cool. Now I understand it a little bit better because you're connecting like your life, you know, with grandma raising you, the food element, and then with the horror because your friend. It all. That's what like the storytelling is, and the stuff that you create is all from the past. You know, everything that you've experienced. So it all it makes sense now. I just thought at first I thought it was like, this girl is crazy. She better not kill me right now. Did you put something in the gummies? Am I gonna just? Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
This episode is never released after that. I don't know. Oh, who knows? Who knows? But there was another one that I wanted to talk about. The mosquito one.
Oh my God.
I didn't think I could. I didn't find the clips on the
Vimeo.
Yeah, or like online. But horror slice of life is what you described it as. What an interesting genre, horror slice of life. How do you mix those two? Because slice of life, I think is like la di da di da.
I would definitely say slice of life in terms of Singaporean way, because this was actually a movie that was very based on, I guess, Singapore fears. So it wasn't written by me. It was written by my director friend called King. Yeah. So he wrote this in mind of the sandwich generation in Singapore.
The sandwich generation?
Sandwich generation.
Okay.
So basically what happens is that a lot of the people, they give birth to children, but then these elderly folks don't have enough money to actually last until retirement. So what they end up doing is they rely on their children to raise them in the future. Like when they're older, they rely on them to get a helper to take care of them. And then you, who are in the sandwich generation, not only do you have to raise your children, you also have to now raise your parents. So we call them the sandwich generation, where you also have to bear the burden of your parents' like financial needs.
Yeah.
It's kind of dark, I know.
Yeah.
But that is unfortunately a fact in Singapore, because
it's a reality kind of.
Yeah, like it's aging population. Then some people are not financially informed to save, right? So that's what's happening, and because of that, then my friend wrote about his fear of being stuck as that.
I see. Okay.
Which is a very valid and real fear. And he thought of them. He also loves horror, so he was like, "What if my parents literally get envisioned as blood-sucking mosquitoes?"
Wow. And there's a lot of mosquitoes out there.
Yeah.
Literally, and literally, Yeah.
And
mosquitoes.
For this, it was interesting because both the male and the female mosquitoes are different. So we looked into that. The female would literally be sucking blood, right? Because only females suck blood. But the male, so what else does he extract from the child? like money. And then he likes stuff that's sweet because they apparently only feed on sweet stuff. So he keeps asking the male lead to like keep getting drinks from the store.
Fascinating. Oh my goodness. And you did this in college?
We did this
Right?
in uni,
In
in
uni?
university. Yeah.
Okay, wow. And that was at, how do you say this? Nanyang?
Nanyang Technological University.
Shout out to the school over there. Yo, you graduated just like me 2020 also then.
Yes.
The best
Oh
year
my
ever.
God.
Best year ever. Oh my God. Tell me about that graduating class. I'm sure in Singapore it must have been
Oh
wild.
my God. Yeah, it was wow. I actually still remember the moment where they announced the lockdown. It was crazy because they announced it on national TV. And our school had started playing it in the projector in our soundstage. Like they were like, "Oh, guys, we have to tune in."
Yeah.
Like our prime minister is giving an official
yeah.
announcement, and then his face popped up, and then he was like, "We are going into lockdown."
Oh my God.
And then everyone was like, you know,
What?
the screaming, like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that picture literally. Oh,
I'm right there.
no, you're good. Who's that? Should I say hi?
Oh, it's Arnold. Look who it is. Welcome to the Fatty Show. We're going to cancel him right now,
Oh,
everybody.
no.
It's right here. You want to say hi to the people over there? Hey, wait. No, it's right here. Come closer right here. Look.
No.
They can't see you,
Nice
bro.
to meet you.
Arnold. Oh,
There we go. Say hi.
What's
Say
up?
hi.
Hey,
Say hi.
what's
There we
up?
go. Yes.
No, you're good.
Yeah, this guy's funny. Do you see his little chimchar over there?
Oh my God.
Look, Arnold, another filmmaker, of course. You know, something good going on. I'm sure it should be already out. I don't know when this episode comes out, August 20th. Maybe there'll be some previews over there. But yes, I forgot what you're talking about. Yeah, don't worry about it. The announcements. There we go.
Yes.
The announcement. Prime Minister was like, yo, everyone locked
Yeah.
down. What happened over there?
So when he announced it, everyone was having a major freak out, and I remember the last thing I remember. Oh my God, that was a convoluted sentence. But the last thing I remember was animation people, because the animation period, like animators had to stay much longer than even filmmakers, right? So they were scrambling to steal the computers out of the school. I remember they were like bringing trolleys down to the basement
my
because they were
gosh.
they were like kind of locked down in the basement
Yeah.
of the school because obviously that's where they would hold them up. So they were like wheeling trolleys desperately down, and then the teachers were like desperately saying like, "No, you cannot take the computers." They were like, "Then how are we gonna finish our project?" I remember like it's like
Yo,
they were, like,
that sounds like a crazy
shit
time.
breaking down, and then they were saying, "We will let you guys know when the lockdown opens up." And I remember for like Mosquito, like that film, we had to wait until the school gave us approval again to go back in. And then only we could go in at like a few people at a time. Like you had to book the rooms first and then get approval, and then you would hit in maybe like that was maybe like 6 to 8 months after the lockdown. Yeah, so it was pretty rough. And because of this lag, a lot of films were like hastily like reported as finished, or like they were just like kind of okay, we just gotta finish it. Like, you know, our school term is ending, we just gotta do it. Yeah.
That's so tough because like it's hard because you kind of have to rush into it. There's really no choice.
Yeah, exactly.
But were there any projects for you that you had to rush that maybe you want to like come back to maybe? Like redo or like, you know, make a new version of it? Any projects that you were?
I think Mosquito I think was actually completed pretty like in a funny way. Mosquito came out during the COVID time.
Wow, okay.
And I think my director and producer were having quite a bit of like trouble like trying to put it out there because the world was just simply in lockdown, right? And then in recent times, because I was looking at my own CV, I actually helped to, and also for my other film called Execution, another horror.
Yes, we'll talk about that one.
I began submitting Mosquito and Execution to like just random film festivals, and Mosquito came back like winning some stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I was telling my director like, you know, maybe now it's like the film's time to shine, and he was like kind of pleasantly surprised by it. And I don't know, I would say actually the genre world like in the US has space for like weird films like that. I would say maybe the only other film that we want to shout out is like this film by Hui Min, which is my other friend, close friend in Singapore too. She made this film called Laundorama.
Okay.
And I'm still hoping to find a place like somewhere in the realm of like films, because it's kind of like a weird, quirky film. Also, a little bit about drugs. But
Okay.
yeah,
Don't
in
worry.
Singapore, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
So,
very yeah, that's a really crazy
yeah.
topic. You put it, wow. Maybe we can make a U.S. version, but then it'll be just like a normal film. Because
Oh.
all the movies now are about drugs. To be honest,
Oops.
you know, that's basically how it is. It's kind of like realistic, kind of like documentaries, docu-series. I saw you did one in 2017. How is this? How Par Villa?
Oh, Haw Villa.
How Villa?
Damn.
Yes. What inspired you to do that? That's an amusement park for the people that don't know. What
Oh
is
my
that
God.
exactly?
Wow. You're really diving deep into Singapore. I'm not even gonna lie, because Haw Villa was like a mini doc that I did for like class, but ended up kind of like having some sort of, I guess, impact on me.
Okay, okay.
So Haw Villa was or is an amusement park that has like kind of lost its fame. And over the years, because of newer amusement parks that pop up, like the zoo, the Universal Studios, what else do we have in Singapore? I can't remember, but because like the Oceanarium, Science Center, whatever. It many people like just stop visiting it entirely. But if you go and Google photos of it, which I would highly recommend, it's like a weird place where parents would bring children to discipline them.
Oh,
Interesting. There is a place specifically in the area called the 10 Gates of Hell.
Okay.
Where they teach you, like, basically, if you're not a good person, you're gonna be punished and you're gonna go to hell. Like,
Wow,
they would,
it's
if you
real.
lie, you get your tongue cut off.
Yep.
If you eat too much, they're gonna cut off your stomach.
Oh, damn.
Stuff
Okay.
like that. So the statues inside are all kind of funky, weird. And right now, because of the lack of like visitorship to the place, there is only one main uncle painter who like refurbishes all these statues, and then he has two other disciples. So during that time, it was very interesting because there was also this place that was seeking out to modernize the area. So what they did was they had held like some sort of night party there. So
Night party.
we had taken the opportunity to like film it in the day and then film it at night.
Ooh.
And then we asked these people like, why are you doing this? You know, are you trying to give more hope and light to this place? And then he was like, actually, I don't really care. I just want to use the place because it looks cool. That was like the ultimate sad part, because it's pretty reflective of what Singapore is, unfortunately, which is that we're very quick to like modernize a place and lose the sense of like culture for the next big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that ended up being like kind of like a, I guess, quite a big like, I think, documentary piece that would probably stay in my heart, because I do want to make more docus like about Singapore itself and about Singapore's like land and tales.
Yeah, and then like the history behind it. I'm
Exactly,
glad that you
yeah.
pointed that out, because when I visited, I didn't even know about that area. You know, it's because you go to like the bay, or like, you know, like that's the one with the hotel thing, right?
Yeah, Marina Bay Sands.
Which I love, you know.
Yeah.
And everything does look like futuristic, like from Avatar out here, you know, which is cool. But then you got to remember where it originated from, is like from stuff like that, or like the natural, you know, landscape of things. So that's so cool that you're diving into that one. And when we got to make a document about the Patty Show, maybe. Episode 1 to 101, you know, all the behind the scenes craziness on this couch. There's a lot of
things happening.
Oh,
on the
there we
couch.
go. We can't. Mom, don't watch this part. I'm kidding. I'm
she's
kidding.
Like, skip.
She's like, okay, we're gonna watch the next episode. But I do want to talk about one other thing that you did. I think it was like 2016, about a bean sprout.
Oh no.
Yo, that one was actually it spoke to me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even joking, because you know why? Because I love bean sprouts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I forgot the name of it. What the project? What was it called? The project? It's like bean sprout.
I think I think I know exactly why you like it too, because it's the title is kind of lame. It's up your alley.
I love my dad jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is it called? I have it somewhere.
It was called How Have You Been?
Oh yes, see
Damn
now
it.
she know you know me too well. I love those like little quips and stuff. You know, how have you been? And it's like the bean, but also that reminds me of like the kacang ijo, like the green beans that I forgot. I think it's called like kolak or whatever. I don't know what's in English, to be honest. It's just that like green bean thing that has some sweetness to it. I don't know if you guys have in
Mung
Singapore.
bean?
Yeah, like the mung bean, and it's like a little bit sweet. I used to love that so much. Like my grandpa, before he passed away, he used to always get that one.
Oh
So that's why it also reminded me. That I'm like, damn, it's taking me back. You know,
my god.
you know. I was like, wow,
You
this is.
really had a dive deep.
I know,
deep
girl,
dive.
you were diving deep with everything, so I had to dive deep too. You know, but that's the cool thing about like, videography, cinematography, all that stuff. It really, it's great how an image or like even a sound or a picture can bring so many emotions to you, good, scary, whatever it is. And it was like super short, and it was like, what 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
Like you were probably like super young making that, and then now a 28-year
Oh
old
god.
host of the Patty Show podcast is like, that just was so profound. So if you make a part 2, let me know how I can help out.
Thanks for watching it though.
Of course,
Oh my
I
god.
I like to do research. But you've done so many projects when you moved here, which was, what year did you move here? 22?
2023.
23? 23?
Yeah.
Bruno,
Oh my god, yeah.
how did you get into that like black and white film world? That was an interesting one. I was like, huh, you didn't write that one, right?
I did
Okay,
not
I was
write
about to
that
say, I was like,
one.
how did you think about that? Because I also didn't know what the premise was at first. I was like, what's happening? Who's Bruno? Like,
That film was written, oh yeah, I would just say directed, mainly directed by Colin, and then co-written by a few of us, but mainly Arshil. So they're all from AFI. That
okay.
was an AFI like project.
Oh, awesome.
Edited by Attila, and then produced by Ella Dana. Yeah. So we were part of that. Was like our cycle 1. So it was like, I mean, it was the first time meeting all of us, and then it was our first like kind of like project together. And black and white. That's a good question, because I think we were going for the like medieval look.
I see. Okay, yeah, it definitely brought that. Yeah.
But also that would have been kind of like controversial to approach our cycle 1 with a black and white. But I think because of the story, and the times that it was set in, we then later like decided that it was really for the better of the story to lean towards the black and white.
Yeah.
And even though we couldn't get like a true black and white, what we did was like on set was to like change the monitors to black and white. So even though we shot in color.
I was about to ask that, because like if it's black and white, how do you know it's gonna look good in black and white? Because like some people, you would think you just record it and it'll turn black and white, but it doesn't look as good because of like the different, what is it, like temperature of
Like
colors or something? Tones. See, I'm learning the tones. Like if this was black and white, it'd look completely different, because we don't have these little like patterns and everything.
Yeah.
So is there like a certain process to do and prepare whenever you want to do like a black and white like shoot or anything?
Definitely. So like even when we were deciding the palette of the walls, what we did was like I would discuss like with the production designer at the time. Her name was Molly. She would send me stuff from Home Depot, and then what I would do is I would just convert the image to black and white and compare it with like our design, like costume designs, our lighting plans, and then from there we would be able to decide the best shade for the wall. What kind of like textures we want. I really wanted lots of textures to like give the space, because it was a soundstage built ultimately.
Okay.
It wasn't even like a real stage, like it wasn't a real church. So that was something that we also had to kind of fight with to make it look real. So what I ended up just leaning for was more textures with curtains, with lights, with shadows, in order to just make the space feel more life rather than the theater kind of built. Yeah, and then we would always just double check like what they're wearing, and then convert that into black and white with an image, and then just check whether it makes sense.
Wow, that's so cool. Oh my God, it's so complex. I mean, I'm telling you, for the people that don't know about filmmaking, there's so many things, so many layers. It takes a tribe. Like when we were on set together, there was the details of cooking the food.
Oh my god.
Like cooking the food. You
I
remember that one?
remember, Patty, you were mashing the dough.
Oh my God, you're taking me back. Oh my goodness. I became a hand model for the day right there, you know? Like, because also, like, shout out to y'all, everyone made the consistency, like,
Oh my God, Chris.
shout out to Chris. Bro, I gotta get you on the show. He was chefing that up in the back. He was like sweating. I felt so bad because there was like some scenes we had to like hurry up because of the lighting and everything. We're like, yo, can you hurry up, bro, without like pushing it too much? But oh my God, shout out to Chris, man. The food also, I didn't eat any of it, but man, she's gonna be on the Patty show soon. She had to eat like the clip on like 50 million times
Oh
or
my
something.
God, yeah.
I felt so bad, you know. So shout out to all the filmmakers out there. It's so complex, and that's why there's a role for everything. Like everybody just has to work together. There's like the set design, like you said, like the color things, people directing it, making sure the lighting looks good. So just all flowers to filmmakers. That's insane. Shout out to the black and white. Would you ever do another black and white production?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It looks so hard though. So that's why when you said it, I'm like, I don't think I could do that. Because it's also like, I feel like you really do have to be even more detailed because, like you said, with the textures. Because like if you're doing a regular production for something, I'm not to say you don't have to worry about the textures, but you already have kind of color there, and you can kind of just play with like this, there's just the patterns, right? But there's not really any crevices over here to make it look different. But if you made this black and white, you literally would be like, oh, what's happening? It's just the two round balls.
Definitely, I think the initial study at EFI was bringing us back to like black and white and how like the fuller sides or whatever was like capturing images, and it started out with black and white, and how people would use different like techniques to make, say, their lips stand out or make it look like blood, or how blood actually looks like black in black and white kind of thing. And then I think we were referring a lot to these kind of techniques when filming like in black and white. And then recently I also had gaffed my friend's film called Study of Grey. It was also shot in black and white, but it was like, I think, more to tell, like it was a method of telling the story. So he shot everything in black and white, and I referred to a lot of the stuff that I used in Bruno to help him gaff it. And that was actually really fun because I was actually like kind of refining more of the stuff that I had learned from Bruno.
You just keep expanding, girl. Look at that. All the different stuff that you're doing right here. 2025 though, finding EE.
Yes,
EE. A thesis slice of life. Oh my goodness. Did you write this one?
I co-wrote it.
Co-wrote it. Shout out to that. Tell me a little bit about this one, because also there were only just pictures, to be honest. So I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, it's kind of currently making its rounds around festivals.
Oh my God,
That's
congrats.
why.
Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah.
Thank you. And it's funny because I just came back from Hawaii from
Aloha.
attending the Honolulu Rainbow Fest.
Yo, that's sick.
And they had Finding E, so I'm really grateful.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Huh?
Yeah, so Finding EE, funnily enough, also inspired by my grandma. Yeah, my grandma is like my muse, maybe.
Yes, we love that.
Yeah.
We love that.
She, growing up, I saw that she was like a housewife 24/7. She had stopped having a job when she was like 21.
Oh wow.
And yeah, just to take care of the house and really fully devote herself to like being in as a housewife.
Yeah, the family and everything.
Yeah. And then I had seen like maybe, or like I had thought maybe one day, is she like unfulfilled in life? And I think part of the reason why we ended up making this film, or I ended up pitching this film, was really because I thought of a what if for her. Like,
okay.
Like, what if there's another life where she lived, where she could actually like get out and find some sort of love? Because I think her and my grandpa's relationship is not great. But divorce is not great in Asian families. Like, it's taboo.
Yeah. You don't do that. You stay until like literally death do us part type of thing. You know, like you'll like maybe have, that's where they have a lot of affairs and other stuff. And,
exactly.
Yeah,
like,
and people just, so no one can see that you guys are divorced. It doesn't matter how unhappy you are. It's unfortunate. It's a reality though. You see it a lot.
Yeah, like, and then they're not even living together. Like, I think part of me just wishes for her to be happy.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So wholesome.
So like the reason why I also wrote this film was probably mainly also from my own experiences of being like closeted. So and then when I came to America, I think I had like kind of like an awakening.
I love that. I
Like,
love that.
I had an awakening that perhaps like I'm not as straight as I seem. And then I also think, what if one day I'm as kept in as my grandma, and then I grow old, and what's gonna happen to me right now? So the story, to put it into short words or short form, is that there are these two older ladies who find love again after years later in a supermarket.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
And through the power of food again.
There we go. It's all connected. Everything's but I love that. Thanks for sharing, by the way. That sounds so fun. Is there one in LA, a premiere yet, or are you guys waiting on some?
We had a lot of premieres everywhere but LA.
That's always crazy. I'm telling you, the festival story is brutal. It's like you could. It's so random out here. So random. Well, I gotta check it out eventually. But thanks for sharing all the little pieces of your life. I'm sure writing that also was definitely like a passion project, and you have to be really vulnerable to like write something like that. Honestly, to be honest with you, because girl, that's respect. Getting out of the norm like that, I'm telling you, people that don't know, now you know. I'm excited to eventually see it maybe somewhere big screen, or she's gonna hook me up with a link or something. You know,
I will definitely
oh,
share.
thank you. You're the best. You're the best. I'm excited for that one. I wish I would have watched it, but the cinematography looked amazing too. Like the different. I'm like, woo, damn, 2025. This was last year then. When did you guys shot last year or 2024?
We shot it at the tail end of 2024.
Okay, got you. And then we just
and
became
then
in 2025.
It was completed in 2025.
Okay, look at that. She's working hard because you had the other thing, execution. See, another pun, dude.
Oh my god.
Execute. That one looks crazy. That trailer is that lady, whoever's playing that actress. I don't know where you got her, but she good. Like I was like, this is wild. Don't tell me you wrote this one.
I did.
Oh,
right?
How do you think about this stuff, girl?
I wrote it, and then I approached my friend Nick Thomas
to finish it.
To like complete writing it with me.
Okay.
So
you don't want to take all the blame from the craziness.
Hey.
It's okay. I like this word, but I'm like, wow. But knowing you, I'm like, okay. I feel like I know you. It makes sense now where everything has come from. There's like a food element somewhere there, you know, execution, and then like the gory elements and everything. So it's like, oh, this is Bao's film. Yeah, you know, like.
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool. But what inspired you for this story? Because this one is.
Oh my god.
A wild card. Looks like. Yeah.
I think this definitely came from a little bit of rebellion. Because so basically for cinematographers in AFI, we have to leave with, say, one thesis, and then another thing that is a big part of our education is shooting on film. And for that, we pitch to the school a certain project that we want to do. And bear in mind, all this is self-funded. All this is thought with by yourself, and then you can say approach a director or producer, but mainly the idea is yours because you are the EP. And then at first when I thought about this, oh my god, I'm shooting it on film. Maybe I should do something fucking beautiful, you know, like, sorry, pardon the language, but like I was like going for something more safe. So I had initially wrote an entire proposal about a dance, like a dance video.
Okay.
You know, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to capture some lady who's old and young dancing in the lake
K-pop
or
dancing.
something. No.
Oh, sorry. I mean, because all your stuff is inspired by your life, so I figured, you know, she wanted to do. You never know. Yeah, so, maybe that's the next project. I'll learn how to dance just for that. Don't worry.
I'll think about that.
Got you.
But I was really like, I think, I was really trying to go safe, I guess. I was just like, oh, okay, maybe I'll just do this and then get it over with. Like, fuck it. Like, sorry again. And then after that, someone asked me, like, "Wow, are you really gonna like spend your money and do this?" I don't know who the hell it was, but that like kind of broke me.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I was like, I'm really spending like, because in order to pay for this, I remember I had to like save money every month from like my teaching assistant. Because I was like, oh, I have a goal in mind. I'm gonna save up to it to fund for this film. And then there was just something that clicked after that person said that to me, and then I was like, you know what, I don't want to spend my money on this shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't
something mediocre. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what, fuck, I really like horror. I like kind of whimsical horror comedy. So I was gonna make that. And then I just knew I had in my mind. I was talking to my friend, Lurd, who is now my roommate.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Oh, what do you want to make?" And then I was like, "I want to make something about eggs. I fucking love eggs." Like, and then he was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "What if there's an egg monster?" And then I just had this very vivid imagery of an egg monster. And then he was like, "Okay, just write something about it. Like, don't even think, just write." And then this came about.
So you put something in these gummies, didn't you? Now I know. This is like weed gummy. This is why I'm like hallucinating now, guys. Yo, I feel like I had a trip. I feel like I'm in a Gintama episode right now. Like literally right now. So I'm excited to see that full project eventually.
Oh my
or maybe
God.
not, because I'm gonna get traumatized.
Oh, it's actually playing at Long Beach Screaming Room.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
Oh
gonna have to
my
check-
God.
There we go. You're so quick with it. All this. Well, all of your creativity goes everywhere. It all makes sense. But we're learning so much. I forgot to mention also, you do some like reality TV stuff that you've done.
I did in Singapore.
Oh my
For a
goodness! A
time.
lot of
Oh my
clips.
God.
A lot of fun clips. Reality TV and those game shows are definitely unique. How did you get into that space, by the way?
This definitely I would have to credit it to my friend who I met in university called Nevin. Nevin, thank you for all the jobs that was paying me.
Shout out to that.
He hooked me up with this like startup like that was starting to do like more social media content,
Mm-hmm.
and then they wanted to bring their stars like overseas, and then to do game shows. So our first one was in Korea, South
Wow.
Korea.
You must have loved that, didn't you?
Bruh, it was amazing.
Too late.
Yeah,
Where
but
my boys
damn.
at?
It was crazy because it was their first time going out of the
Mm.
country, like to film, and I think a lot of us were inexperienced to deal with the thing that happened on set. Like it was not smooth sailing per se.
I see.
But the second one was funnily enough, in LA and in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
I
I
love New Orleans.
know.
Yo.
Oh my
New Orleans is
God.
popping.
I think I never got like more mind blown by like the culture. I mean, like LA was lovely. Like
Yeah.
I even got my AFI like acceptance during the same time when I was there, in LA, which was kind of like shit, like things are clicking.
Crazy, yeah.
But New Orleans, where like we made a friend with the driver.
Yeah. New Orleans is so, yeah. I literally went to New Orleans the spring break before COVID.
Oh my God.
Bourbon Street is crazy. Every night something's happening.
Yeah.
Oh God, too many crazy stories out there. Though. I don't know if I can reveal too much, but like, I mean, the drinking culture too, like the fish bowls. Oh Lord, you're taking me back.
The jumbo pot.
Oh girl,
wow.
yeah, everything. Beignets. Oh my God. Maybe we'll get a trip out there in New Orleans again, but then I'll probably never come back. There's just so much there. There's the food culture, the nightlife is crazy. There's so much. There's like the horror stuff, which, like I said, I don't like.
Hey, we did a reading.
I know. You see, I had a feel. Why did I'm not surprised now? I'm not surprised. Did you go to the cemetery stuff?
We went past the graveyards, but we did like a reading.
Oh, okay.
Like,
she's tripping. That's yeah. You wild for that. I don't do that.
I didn't want to do it. Okay, the team that the brothers did wanted to do it, and then we had this session about like bringing someone to life or dead.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
yeah. Like
I
was like telling the production team, like, like you have to make sure that all of us are safe, like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Because that sounds crazy. I don't want to bring a spirit back home.
Because there was shit going on in the room,
seriously. I mean, I was walking over the graveyard, one of the famous one. I forgot the name of it. This was during the daylight. I'm like, I swear to God, I felt something like pass by. Like. It was just, there's some spirits there, So stay safe. Stay safe out there, guys.
And we were staying in an Airbnb that was supposedly like previously haunted.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And then we had to like capture everything, like the architecture,
oh my God,
the rooms. And then I think some of the rooms were like locked away for some reason. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it was definitely a eye-opening like experience.
Wow, but you still make horror stuff after that. So wow, it comes back to your passions are just right here to the heart.
You know why? Because I have a firm belief that nothing is like more horrifying than like real life.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. I agree. I agree. Wow, that's quotes right here. We'll just clip. This is the only clip you need to see in the podcast. Nothing is more horrifying than real life, guys. You know. Oh wow, I feel like I learned so much about you. Let's go to the talking points because we talked about a
Oh
lot
my
of things.
god.
So we got lost track of time. Passion. Okay, following our curiosity. What curiosity has had the biggest impact on your life? Was it the K-pop? Was it the anime? Or was it all the horror? Or something else?
I'm gonna summarize it and really say that anime has like really brought me till today,
Mm-hmm.
because the storytelling definitely has led me to like be more passionate also about how to tell stories. Like Gintama telling me, or like teaching me, that it's possible to tell a short story or like a profoundly long story, and I'm still able to stay with it
Yeah.
for like what 20 something episodes to
Mhm.
like half an episode. I think that's crazy. But then also like, not to be cheesy, but also I am very cheesy with these like anime kind of like philosophies. But like Haikyuu has definitely brought me like
Okay.
super far. If y'all read or watch Haikyuu, well, I'm like tearing up. The
That's the passion
reason
right
why like I'm even here is because the main character of Haikyuu, Hinata, I don't know if you know,
Is it
but
orange hair?
yes,
Yes, yeah.
he had a bout of where he couldn't reach his dreams. Right before his major match, he ended up with a fever because he didn't take care of himself. Like he fucked up. He overworked himself trying to catch up with his like rival slash like friend
Yeah.
Kageyama or whatever, and then because of this, he failed to appear on set.
Oh.
And then subsequently, he couldn't catch up because no school wanted him. And then he decided, fuck it, I'm gonna like forge my own path. So he goes overseas to Brazil to train volleyball on his own.
Wow.
And then there's a whole montage which I relate to right now a lot
Yeah.
because
Wow.
he's overseas. He's struggling with loneliness. He's
Getting
attempting
to the
to
culture and everything.
yeah, like he's trying to learn the language. He's like freaking delivering food because he has no money,
Hustling
you know?
out there. Yep,
Like
yep. Wow.
but he's also doing the thing that he forgot to do, which is taking care of himself. He's meditating, he's exercising, he's eating well despite it all. And then one day he comes back to Japan, and then he makes his appearance to the whole world again as an even better self. So yeah, this has really
Yo, that's deep. Yo, you're so profound, girl. I love that. I love that. Look at this. He's developing herself in the U.S., you know? You know, not volleyball, but cinematography. That's a great answer. Oh my God, that's we're clipping all these right here now. Oh my God. Second talking point on pleasure, though. Okay, staying open. What helps you stay open to new experiences?
Okay, I think this definitely is something we've talked about, which is I think the food lesson has really stuck with me. Like if I'm curious enough to try and then decide later, I think that would not limit me in terms of how I would feel. Like I think a lot of times I approach it with a lot of fear, like which is what a lot of us feel when we're kind of like, for example, like I did snorkeling recently, even though I had done diving.
Yeah.
But I felt like because I didn't have the tank, I was gonna die.
Wow,
right?
interesting. Okay, that's fair.
But I was like, you know what? Fuck it, like
Yeah.
let's just try. And then I was like, oh, actually it's the same. Like
Yeah, if
it
anything,
wasn't
it's-
such a big thing.
Yeah.
But because at that time, before I knew what it was, I had such fear. But then I told myself like, let me try, and if I struggle, there's always someone there to help me. Whatever, yeah.
I mean, I like that mindset of like, you know, mess around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Especially like nowadays, I feel like since there's we're in a digital world where we're so safe in our bubble. You know, you can literally wait in line for a concert online now. You can't wait, you know? You can't wait in a queue in person. You really are very sheltered, and I think that's a double-edged sword, because if you're very sheltered, you don't grow from those experiences. You know, if you were just, I'm never gonna do this snorkeling ever in my life, you're gonna miss a new passion that you have. You know, because I'm sure you enjoyed it a lot. Snorkeling is fun too because you feel more free because there's no tank and you kind of just do your own thing. You don't have to worry about breathing because you can just go up and just like get arrogant and go back down. You know, for the tank you have to, you know, it fills up. It's expensive.
And then you have to be like.
It's expensive, you know. Is that why your watch is like this?
No.
Oh, I thought
no,
it
no,
was
no.
the scuba diving thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Final talking point on positivity. Okay, the possibility. What? Let me see which one I want to ask because
Oh my god.
these are both really good ones. Um. Okay. What possibility are you excited to explore next?
That's a good question. So I think coming here to Los Angeles, I think one of the big possibilities I really want to try and go for is to make maybe a genre feature film.
Whoa, I like that.
But in general, like I think just even being here and breathing like the general filmmaking air, um, already like inspires me to continue like trying to be a DP here. In a funny way, like I think also just because like in Singapore I felt like I was reaching like some sort of glass ceiling. Um, I felt like that in the past before I left. And then now I've came here, I've made some films, and I want to continue making more different people, different directors, different collaborators. I like don't really care as long as I'm actually holding a camera or like just telling a story. Um, and I wish that maybe I would be able to go home and bring all these skills and also tell stories back at home again. Yeah, so like I'm pretty greedy, I think. I want to do many things.
Hey, no, you got to be great. We got one life to live, girl. And then it goes back to like how you have that connection with your grandma so much. You don't want to live a life of regret. Not to say that she's lived a life of regret, but her what being like a housewife from 21 compared to you weren't like a housewife at 21, right? No, yes, you live in the world, doing the thing,
Yeah.
exploring. You've seen so much that she hasn't. It's like you're living the life that she could have, you know, and it's kind of like a poetic kind of thing. On the Patty Show, we like to ask. We got this new segment on the Patty Show. I got these two amazing questions. The first one is, what would you tell the younger version of Bao right now if you had less than a paragraph to say it? Anything. It could be like advice. It could just be something funny. It could be like, hey, check on the cute lady, make sure she's okay. What is it? What is that one thing you say to the younger baby Bao?
I would say keep watching your anime. It's definitely something I would say.
I would agree.
And maybe just spend more time with your family, because you didn't know that you're gonna leave the country. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And on the opposite side, if you could talk to the older
Oh
version,
no.
you know, 80 years, whatever, how long you live, what would you ask them?
Wow. I think I would ask, did she not have any regrets? Because I think that would be the most important thing.
I love that. Poetic. Oh my God, the Patty Show, but Wow, you amazing, man. I learned so much about it. I'm so grateful for you. Thanks for coming to the Patty
Thank you
Show.
for having me.
Of course, where can we find you? Your website, Instagram, all that stuff. LinkedIn, maybe. What is it? It's at.
You can find me at Instagram. Bao, like BA, and then three O's, and then LE.
Is it because someone took that name?
No.
Oh, you just add next. I'm just making sure. You
To
never
be
know.
honest, yes.
Okay, there we go. There you go. And then your website is
Baolichok.com,
right? Yeah. Okay. See there, find that. And then social security number is all the credit card information. We're so grateful. We'll have a part 2 eventually with some other cinematographers, maybe. The
that would
Patty
be
Show
awesome.
right now, what we're doing now is getting some more people. That's teasing for future episodes. I want to mix. It's kind of like a little networking kind of vibe to bring some people to the same room, people that have worked together before and that have not worked together in different fields, because entertainment is so unique. You have people that, you know, can bring food into cinematography and people that can bring anime into cinematography. And shout out to my boy Dio. You're gonna be on the Patty Show. We're gonna manifest that. You know, maybe episode 150.
Please.
And then I'm gonna call you, and then you better hook me up with 50. What should we say, guys? 50? I think 50 would be a good number. 50 of these. If Dio comes to the show, you better give me 50 of these.
Oh my God.
You know. Thanks again for that. And you guys can find us at Patty Show Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, pattysetiati.com/podcast. pattyshow.podbean.com. You know, all that good stuff. We usually like to end the show with like a bow. A bow.
A bow? Okay.
See, I love my puns, you know, Patty's
my
funny. And then we like to end with arigato, you know, for the Japanese fans out there, you know. And just because I love the word arigato. So whenever you're ready. Oh, what other stuff can you tease for the future, by the way? Like projects and films? You mentioned some of them, the names of them that are on the festival circuit?
I mean, there is one that I'm currently working on
Okay.
called Motion Lotion.
Okay.
About
What's the
a
motion?
snail lady.
Oh, I saw some clips of that one. I was going to talk about that one, but yeah, that one looks...
It's in post-production right now.
Post-production. Well, hopefully it comes out when this episode comes out. We'll learn more. Motion Lotion. Interesting name. Fun times. Well, we're so grateful again. Let's end with an arigato on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arigato. Woo!
Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySetiati.com/podcast, as well as PattyShow.podbean.com, have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.